Alright, so just a quick recap of some of the modifications that we're going to be making. First is 8-inch bagged hatch up here. Below the bungee system here is where my battery pack is going to live. So this is the power inlet. This here is the waterproof dual USB. It's going to be going right there. We've got LEDs for early morning, late evening type stuff. One here, one here, one here, and one here. Moving forward still, we've got our switches, one for cameras and one for the LEDs, and a voltage meter. I'm going to be fabricating an ABS plate to fit this space where the ill-conceived cell phone mount is. And that's pretty much it up front. Over toward the rear here, we've got a 5-inch hatch left over from the Perception Outlaw build. And that's basically just there for access for wiring and battening down the USB plug for the rear camera. We don't need a rear camera mount. I'm just going to use the good old Exo pack from the Castaway. And that'll be kind of nice because I can just swap that from kayak to kayak as I use them. We've got handles going on, one back here and one in the front. They're not here yet, so we'll get to that pretty soon. And then back here, I need to do something for another pair of rod holders. As you guys know, I always roll with 4. Haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do there yet, but we will figure it out as we go. And then the only other addition is the Scotty track mounts. I've only got one on hand right now and another on the way. And that's pretty much it. So, got a nice day here. Let's get started. All right, got the gasket where we want it. One more step. All right, that will fit. So we clean that out. That's the only disadvantage of Unibits. All right, that should do it. Bust out the jigsaw and cut some holes. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get the front USB port installed. These have a nice rubber gasket built into them, so I wouldn't be so concerned about any leakage coming out of that spot. Plus it's on a spot that's not going to collect water. Not a massive concern there. It's in. Turn it a little bit. There we go. It's done. Just to show you real quick, these also have a real nice tight seal to them. As they go in, I don't want to pop it all the way in right now, but it is tight. So those are going to be watertight right out of the gate. The only things that aren't really going to be watertight are any of the screws that I do, including on the hatches, on the camera mount, the low profile tracks, that type of stuff. So when I do that stuff, I'm going to be drilling a small pilot about half the diameter of the screw that I'm using. And then you're going to take a dab of silicone on each one of the holes, drive your screws by hand so you don't tear away material. As you can see, is this, if you try to just self-tap a screw in there, it's going to tear away a lot of stuff. So pilot holes and hand drive the screws, you'll be good. There we go. Cool, man. Let's get that back hatch cut in. There we go. All right, cool. Do not forget to stash away your cutouts in case you ever need to do a plastic weld. The best thing to adhere to Ramex is Ramex. So just put those away in a drawer or something, just in case you ever do need them. So I think we're done with holes, other than for the switches, which are going to go like yay. And whoops. Where is it? There it is. The voltage meter. So we're going to have a layout about like that. 2 switches, voltmeter. So as opposed to doing individuals and making it very, very difficult to access the wiring, I'm going to cut out a little squarish piece here, leaving enough on the inside of the little cell phone cubby there so I can mount my ABS plate to this entire space. So I'm just gonna quickly, it doesn't have to be gorgeous, just gonna quickly mark out a square. So we've got room there to screw our mounting plate in. Away we go. Go ahead and get this USB port installed. Positives on the right, just so I don't have to take this thing apart later. There we go. Set with that. Aside from the wiring, we're done in the back. Yeah, well, this guy didn't come with a gasket, so it's going to have to be siliconed up like crazy. And it also didn't come with screws. So I'm going to do a quick regroup, vacuum up the kayak, and we will go from there.